Not do what one meter reader did, finding the child's remains just feet off of a road. Investigators say that the county worker just walked into the woods early Thursday and made the shocking discovery. So how were the remains missed for so long? Jessica D'Onofrio has been taking a closer look at how that could have happened. Jess, I know we've talked about water. Is that the excuse being used here?
Well, by law enforcement it is, Bob, but I have gotten tons of emails and phone calls from people asking me that very question. How did law enforcement miss this body? After all, it's only under a half a mile away from the Anthony home. And the bottom line is that law enforcement doesn't have a very good reason right now, just the fact that they missed the body. How did they miss a body? Just 0.3 of a mile down the street from the Anthony home and just 15 feet off the side of the road. Today, deputies explained it was well hidden.
Even from here, you can probably see that it is a heavily brushed, and so they have found other items. Of course, we can't be specific as to other things that they have found.
But the remains were still extremely close and likely easy enough for a specially trained dog to sniff out. Authorities have claimed that the area was underwater.
We were all over this area several times, but the bottom line is it was probably underwater, and that's really all we can say right now.
But when deputies searched the Anthony home with cadaver dogs the day after Caylee was arrested around July 16th, our video shows there wasn't any rain, at least not enough around that time to submerge a body in a bag. However, a month later, Tropical Storm Faye did hit Central Florida, which flooded much of the area. And that's around the time when the private search group EquiSearch came to pitch in to help, and they had trouble navigating through that kind of landscape.
We was in there the first time we searched.
Yeah.
And in fact, that's when they, one of our four-wheelers, they put underneath the water, and I think that's when I made that decision that the water was too high.
But deputies had a month to find the body before Faye came through. When a spokesperson was asked today about that, this was his response.
Again, keep in mind that this is not CSI, where in 40 minutes we're able to solve crimes and prosecute them. In a perfect world, that'd probably be great, but you can see again how methodical they're being about this.
Now, I checked the numbers with the National Weather Service. For the second half of June, there were 8 days with below normal rainfall. And in July, we had 12 days with no measurable rainfall. So bottom line is we had a few rainy days in June, a few rainy days in July, but we had decent stretches of time, with dry weather. For now, I'm live in the newsroom. Jessica D'Onofrio, Local 6.
And Jess, there is that expression, the best place to hide something is right under someone's nose. But what you're saying is that initially, they had enough opportunities to find that body before, Tropical Storm Faye came through.
They did, Bob, and then the question becomes, a lot of people walk down that street, so why didn't anybody smell a decomposing body, or why didn't the cadaver dogs sniff it out? But one thing is for sure, law enforcement did do a lot of searching in that neighborhood. It looks like they just missed it.
We should be grateful that the body was found at all, and we can now move forward. Jess, thank you.